All right, let's get into further Nintendo news. So, Super Nintendo World. So we had
Yes.
the Super Nintendo World Direct this week, which I was like super pumped about. So it was a about 15-minute virtual tour through some parts of Super Nintendo World. So the new exhibit in Japan. We don't have the date, but from my recollection, it's the 4th of February, 2021, which this will open up in Japan. Realistically, most people won't be able to travel to this if you're not
You're
already in
correct.
Japan.
4th of Feb is correct.
Oh, look at that memory. And what I loved so much was,
Why are we even talking about it?
what was that, Mike?
Why are we even talking about it if no one can even go to it?
No, but some people will be able to go to it, and I want to cover it because I'm super excited about it. So
Japanese listener.
we had Shigeru Miyamoto actually be our host and through the virtual tour of Super Nintendo World, which like had incredible little funny like moments in it, including at the start calling himself Mario's dad, and then he had a reference to that, I think, Swinny, when he was doing the photo shoot. It's like I think he said something like, "Our dad's here" or something.
I didn't know what to expect this video because I'm not as pumped about this whole thing as you are, but I found it just so delightful and charming, and it's all down. Miyamoto is just such an infectiously like happy personality. Like, I know that like he's also apparently a slave driver behind the scenes, but it's
a
I don't care. It's still like he's still that like the legend in the industry. Like still like the
absolutely. He's created so much cool stuff.
I feel like
one of those things where you gotta. I think a lot of people don't have the ability in a way to separate the creator from the person that they are. If you know what I mean. Like, so as an example, John Travolta. I think from a personal perspective, not the biggest fan. From an artistic perspective, and the films is done amazing, and it's kind of like that, And I think it's maybe the same thing as this.
I'm just laughing.
I'm not
going to do this segment, but I'm going to interject and talk about John Travolta. Like,
well, no, but I was trying to think of an example of someone who I don't necessarily respect on a personal level, but I respect highly at an artistic level.
I know.
Distinguishments like, oh, that person said what? Oh my god! In their entire 30-year career, they said what one time? Oh, they're horrible. They're the worst person ever.
Cancel Travolta. Cancel Miyamoto.
Cancel them all. Cancel Miyamoto.
You've given us another show title, Mike. Something like Shigeru Miyamoto and John Travolta. Just like two people I've never, thought of side by side. No, I think you're right, Swinny. Like, I'm like super pumped about this. Like,
do you think because you've got kids and we don't?
No, I'm like a kid at heart, man. Like,
how do you know I don't have kids?
Yeah, he might have kids that he doesn't know about.
I know.
I'm just assuming with all the time you spend hunting your achievements to be the number one in the world that you had to put your whole family thing aside just to focus on that.
I sacrificed my family for achievement.
Sacrifice the family.
That unlocks an achievement. No, I'm super pumped about this. Even if I didn't have kids, I'd be like super amped about
it.
Really?
You go there just to see some people dressed up as mascots from your childhood?
Mate, I'm a kid at heart. I've got a, I'm not jaded like you and Colin.
I'm not jaded. I feel like I'm still a kid at heart, just in a different way. I don't buy into the whole marketing thing of let's go pay to see.
You're not buying into the marketing thing. The guy who has like 5 versions of Cyberpunk 2077.
Hang on, wait. I didn't buy into the marketing thing. I bought into the investment. Maybe not the investment.
So you're a scalper now.
I'm not a scalper. I wanted the Xbox. I was going to use it, which I will. And I thought, hey, this would hold a higher value than just the regular Xbox.
If only we had a story next on our run sheet was about possibly scalp. Who would do such a segue?
Just because you've ruined this segment, which I was so excited about.
I ruined hype about.
Just quickly.
There's one last bit. They also confirmed that they're hoping to open Super Nintendo World in the LA and Orlando Universal Studios parks in the future. So that I think is a big call out from this.
We definitely knew that already, but the one that I don't believe was announced before was Singapore. They're building one in Singapore now.
It's spreading like well. Are they going to build one in Australia or what? I feel like
no, because we don't have Universal Studios here.
So vested in a segment that you probably didn't even watch the video for. I love it so much.
I know, and as I'm trying to like talk about something I'm excited about.
I don't really care about a theme park
that is about it.
Milk the Nintendo money. It's like such a cash cow that they're just it's beyond milking at this point. It's the same as Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars is more interesting because it's more interactive like that.
How is it milking it? It's a theme park. People enjoy. They go there. They go on rides. They have fun.
I get it. It's beautiful.
It's called fun, Mike.
Well, it's called fun. It's called making money first and foremost for Nintendo, and then secondly,
they make money. Then that's all they can provide me the service, which is go to a place, and I'm like, wow, this is like when I was a little kid. Now it's come to life. It's incredible.
It would really be like that though.
The Mario gloves are off, and you got taking swipes.
There's people who are just dressed up in giant Mario suits. Like, do you not see the illusion in your head?
Mate,
at age
life is an illusion. Life is an illusion. Life is an illusion.
Like, have you ever been to a theme park?
Yeah, when I was like 12. Yes, I did. When the illusion
was a fun time.
When I didn't see through the whole thing.
Did you have a fun time?
When I didn't see through the whole thing.
When I didn't have to dress up as a mascot myself for work and realize how annoying it is having to wear that shit day in, day out.
So that's where this comes from. Wearing a mascot.
People wearing mascot clothing, okay?
Fight for the mascot union. Fight for them.
Liberate them.
You're worried about some random Japanese person who has to wear the mascot
I am. He's probably getting paid some shitty nominal amount just so he can entertain you people. Like he's a jester of some sort, sweating under that.
All right, we've got a lot.
This does not damage my enthusiasm and excitement for this, and I'm not even the most enthusiastic.
You probably get enjoyment out of knowing that some poor Japanese person stuck under that thing, sweating like hell, just so you can.
I'll be happy to do it. I would be happy to go in the Mario suit. I'd be happy to. That would be a cool story. That'd be a great story for the podcast.
You would wear a Mario suit for the whole day.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. In the middle of summer. In the middle of summer.
I've done much worse things than that.
All right, cool. I'm going to bookmark this, and we're going to come back to this next summer.
Or when I have the opportunity to be the Mario mascot.
I will pay
Super Nintendo World. I don't think this is going to happen.
I just want to see you wear this outside somewhere.
No, I want to be at the Nintendo World and do it.
I'm just imagining someone comes across a YouTube clip of this and is like, I was wanting to learn more about Super Nintendo.
Yes, getting back to that. Stop it, Mike. I'm gonna press a button to delete you. So yeah, you covered the Singapore, LA, and Florida stuff. It's opening up on the 4th of Feb. And yeah, we'll definitely be going when we can. So we have to go to Hong Kong as soon as it's feasible and safe to go. So when we do go to Hong Kong, we'll definitely go across to Japan and check this out. So I'm super... My wife has watched the video multiple times already. So she's super pumped about it. You should talk to her, Mike.
Can we just remember the whole cyberpunk thing? Keep your expectations a little low, just in case.
Oh, and I should say to everyone, just a reminder, this is a component, and you have to pay extra for it as well.
Really? Like that, oh, no way.
So you go into Universal Studios in Japan, and then it's a separate component of Universal Studios.
Wow.
And it's one of the things that you probably...
look at Mario?
You probably could spend like a couple of hours and see everything, like thoroughly, at a place like that. So yeah, you're right. You got to... it's not too far off. It's not too far off. I think it's like $80 Australian or something like that. God. And that's just for the pass to get into this part of it, not to Universal Studios. Okay. So yeah, I think you're right. Keep your expectations low and realistic, but looks really, really cool. I love it. And yeah, you know, you're just a filthy scalper, Mike.
I am not a filthy scalper. I do not scalp. But
well, the investments.
One company that does